Welcome back to my normal schedule, going through the Bible. Today I'm going to be reading chapters 24 and, oh wait, no, sorry, I read 24, 25 and 26. 25 and 26, starting with Death of Abraham, which seems like a long time coming because he should be pretty old by now. I don't want to waste any time. Let's go ahead and get started. Abraham had taken another wife whose name was Keturah. She bore him Zimran, Jokshan, Medan, Midian, Ishbak, and Shua. Jokshan was the father of Sheba and Dedan. The descendants of Dedan were the Asherites, the Letushites, and the Leumites. The sons of Midian were Ephah, Epher, Hanak, Abeda, and Eldah. All these were descendants of Keturah. Abraham left everything he owned to Isaac, but while he was still living, he gave gifts to those sons of his concubines and sent them away from his son Isaac to the land of the east. I'm gonna pause right there. I'm really glad that these people aren't depicted as like perfect people because realistically, no human being is perfect. So him having concubines, and then we already know about the whole thing with what was her name, Hagar, their slave, Hagar. So I appreciate knowing that like none of these people are depicted in the most positive light. So I think that has a lot to say about the legitimacy. Because if I were to write a fiction about myself, I would do my best to shine myself in the best light, right? So Abraham left every. Oh, I already read that part. Abraham lived 100 years and 175 years. Then Abraham breathed his last breath and died at a good old age, an old man and full of years. And he was gathered to his people. His sons Isaac and Ishmael buried him in the cave of Machpelah near Mamre in the field of Ephron, son of Zohar the Hittite. Actually, that's very interesting. I did not realize that his son Ishmael would come back into the story. That's very interesting. If you remember, Ishmael is his oldest son that he had with the slave. Had as a result of rape. Let's just be honest. The slave Hagar. So I'm actually very surprised. I was not ready for Ishmael to come back so soon. So, anywho, there Abraham was buried with his wife Sarah, and after Abraham's death, God blessed his son Isaac, who then lived near Beer Lahai Roi. So that finishes that section. There's multiple sections in chapter 25. So next section is called Ishmael's sons. So this is an account of the family line of Abraham's son Ishmael, whom Sarah's slave Hagar the Egyptian bore to Abraham. These are the names of the sons of Ishmael listed in the order of their birth. Nebaioth, the firstborn of Ishmael, Kedar, Abil, or Adbil, Mibsham, Mishma, Duma, Masa, Hadad, Tema, Jeter, Naphish, and Kedema. These are the sons of Ishmael, and these are the names of the 12 tribal rulers according to the settlements and camps. Ishmael lived 137 years, and he breathed his last and died, and he was gathered to his people. His descendants settled in the area from Havilah to Shur, near the eastern border of Egypt, as you go toward Asher, and they lived in hostility toward all tribes related to them. Mm. Mm. Okay. Okay. Next one is called Jacob and Esau. 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 I could be destroying that one. This is the account of the family line of Abraham's son Isaac. Abraham became the father of Isaac, and Isaac was 42-year-old when he married Rebekah, daughter of Bethuel the Aramean, and Padan Aram, and sister of Laban in Aramean. Isaac prayed to the Lord on the behalf of his wife because she was childless. The Lord answered his prayer, and his wife Rebekah became pregnant. The babies jostled each other within her, and she said, "Why is this happening to me?" So she went to inquire of the Lord. The Lord said to her, "Two nations are in your womb, and two peoples from within you will be separated. One people will be stronger than the other will serve the younger." Oh, the older will serve the younger. Actually, you're kind of seeing a trend here. There is a trend happening here. So you had Adam's sons, Cain, Abel. Cain kills Abel, and then Seth takes over the family line. And then you have, so all the way down to, let me go back just a little bit here. All the way back to, I feel like that was a lot more, all right, here we go. So there was a guy named Lamech. He had a son named Noah. All right, well, and then Noah has 3 sons. So Adam 3 sons, which I know he had many, many more, but Adam 3 sons, the youngest one takes over the family line. Noah has 3 sons, Ham, Japheth, and something else. And it's not the oldest. Oh, here we go. You have Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And the one that seems to continue on from there, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I see 2 sons of Sheba, 2 sons in here named, I'm not going to get into that. Let me not get off track. I'm going to continue on. So all this is connected. But anyway, I'm just catching a trend that it's never the firstborn. It's always the second or the third that tends to take on the line. But let's carry on. When the time came for her to give birth, there were twin boys in her womb. The first to come out was red, and his whole body was like a hairy garment, and they named him Esau. After this, his brother came out with his hand gripping Esau's head, heel, so he was named Jacob. Isaac was 60 years old when Rebekah gave birth to them. The boys grew up. Esau became a skillful hunter, a man of the open country, while Jacob was content to stay home among the tents. Isaac, who had a taste for wild game, loved Esau, but Rebekah loved Jacob. Once, when Jacob was cooking some stew, Esau came in from the open country, famished. He said to Jacob, "Quick, let me have some of that red stew. I'm famished." That is why he's also called Edom. Jacob replied, "First, sell me your birthright." "Look, I am about to die," Esau said. "What good is the birthright to me?" But Jacob said, "Swear to me first." So he swore an oath to him, selling his birthright to Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau some bread and some lentil stew. He ate and drank and got up and left. So Esau despised his birthright. So I'm going to stop right there for today. I know I'm stopping early. I usually read 2 chapters, but my allergies are kicking my butt. And I got to get ready to go to work here soon. So that's that. I hope you all have a blessed day. I'm excited to pick up tomorrow. I'll probably read 3 chapters to supplement the fact that I only read 1 today. Again, these allergies are coming in to just take me out. So have a blessed day. I'll be back tomorrow.